truth is, trading is not hard if you know exactly what you are looking for, and number two, if you are patient enough to wait for your setup to show up before you execute. Traders need a lot of patience. So let me show you something that will really transform this business for you. Number one, this was AJ. I actually drew this. The drawing that I have, I drew them last week. I did this when prices were somewhere around here. This is very important. Anyway, now let me just delete this and show you something even more important. Let me delete it. Okay, as you can see, AJ was consolidating. If you remember in the recent video that I actually posted, we said number one, when you come to your charts, if you are doing swing trading or even if you are doing day trading, you need to understand the context. What is happening? What is the conditions of the market? What are the markets doing? Mostly we'll start from a weekly time frame to understand the perspective. So we knew that, okay, this thing was actually trending, and then eventually it started consolidating. And if you can see, this is a consolidation that started around March. So it's very important. Remember, this candle was not there. This is this week's candle. Okay, so you could see that this was consolidating. They were going sideways because they are not trending. Okay, fine. Then we go to a daily time frame, which is going to confirm and amplify the pattern we have. If they are consolidating, if they are trending, then it's going to amplify the trend we have. Okay, it's very important for us to understand the context. So when you look at this was ranging. Okay, this was ranging. And then how do you know it's ranging? We count the touches. This thing touched here, this thing eventually touched down here. Okay, and as you can see, this candle actually came down, so we are still gonna count this one, this touch over here. I'm not saying it's super crucial, but we're still gonna count it. And now we have the third touch. Likewise, when we go up here, we have another touch down here, up here, and then we have another touch over here. This is very important. So once we know we have opportunities here, what is our job? Our job is to look at what they do every time they come to this area right here. Number one, very important. I did record this in my recent video that I posted yesterday. Okay, so this is what I use for swing opportunities. If they come here, are they gonna give a failed break? Yes or no? It's that simple. And then once they've given this opportunity, what is it that they're gonna do when they come here? Because most of the time they will be ranging. Prices spend most of their time ranging, and that is very important for everybody to actually understand. Okay, so once we understand this, that's where we can go to a smaller time frame, and that's where we track these moves. That's where we track this move. Remember, I showed you market structure. When they are going up, they're actually violating the highs and not the lows. Very important, right? So this move was almost at the top. Sometimes they are not gonna come and break this top, sometimes they will. But the most important thing is, what are they doing when they come here? Okay, fine. We have a high that was made this day here. I want to take everybody through this. Okay, so please pay close attention. And then we have a low that was rather printed somewhere here. Okay, so we want to see, is this going to continue breaking the highs? No, this one actually just taps the highs a little bit, sufficient enough to create a new high. So this one again creates its own high over here, and then the next day they come and actually create their low. Okay, so this day was a tight consolidation, but here's the most important thing. The next day, what did they do? They violated this low. Okay, they violated this law. This happened because of the news that were happening around Australia. They broke down, but look at this. This is a very big engulfing candle. Again, now after breaking this means the last day that broke the high was which one? Okay, the last day with a clear break was actually this day over here. So I'm just gonna draw the high over here for those who are using TradingView. Okay, so this was the day that really broke to the upside, and now this one held prices, this one broke the low. So what do we call this day over here? We called it a failed break. We call this day a failed break. Why? Because it's the last day that broke the high before they started breaking the lows. Market structure, very important. And then now this simplifies everything. If we want to be selling the following day, what do we want? We want a setup, because this move is at the top part of the pattern, and we know that sometimes they're not going to touch, but because they've already confirmed for us that they're going down, what setup are we looking for? Very, very important. We are looking for a sell high. And this is where things really, really change. If you look at these words, there are two words, okay? One is actually called a sell, and the other one is high. That means they must push prices high for us to actually sell. We start with this word high. So if you look at what they did, let me take you through. Now, they broke structure to the downside, and then they push prices high. This is the Australian dollar. What time does it move? It moves during the Asian session, more especially because it's paired with the yen. Okay, fine. Look at what they do. They give us a super big engulfment, and if you go to a 15-minute time frame, they confirmed this move even earlier because this was a simple W. Okay, they broke out of it and they gave a beautiful setup. You can look at for it on your charts. This move is obviously exploding to the downside. Where is it heading to? Of course, we understand where they are most likely gonna go. I'm not saying always they're gonna go there, but most likely they are in a pattern and they are heading to the lower part of the pattern. So guys, this was the most easiest opportunity. Okay, not only this, because people are gonna say, but this is hindsight. Okay, fine, let me show you something else. Well, now I'm on Euro USD, because I know people are gonna say, but that is hindsight. Okay, fine. What is the condition here when we come to a weekly time frame? What do you see? Look at it carefully, because if you look at it carefully, you'll realize that, okay, we have something like this. This is the pattern we have. And then again, I'm gonna bring a line up here, which is gonna be like this. Are these prices not consolidating inside this rectangle in Euro USD? And I'm showing you this because I actually bought it today. You see, I actually bought it today. Today is the 30th of June. I bought this one. You can see it, right? Of course, this one I'm gonna close it, because if they're going up, usually I want to see them pulling back and then giving me an opportunity up. That's how I love it, okay? Because this way I can secure some profits. Okay, so I did take this one. It's not hindsight. I took it following exactly what I'm showing you even now. So now that you saw that I actually took it, you can see, number one, this thing is consolidating. How do we know that this thing is consolidating? Obviously, look at this. This is where we had the first touches, and then they came again and touched here. Likewise, they came again and touched here. Remember, it might look like a pin, but it's only because we are on a weekly time frame. They went up, they came down, they went up again. So these are touches. Sometimes they're not gonna get to the lower part, but this is still a touch because they made all the effort to come down. And eventually we have other touches. You can see, we can take this one, okay, because this one didn't really go all the way down, and then this kept on touching and touching, and every time it touches, it presents us with opportunities. Okay, so if you understand that most of the time prices are gonna be ranging, then you have an advantage. So here they range many days, but let me go now to a daily time frame. Daily time frame is actually gonna amplify the pattern we already understand and know. So remember, I told you that this might look like a pin, but it's only because we are on a weekly time frame. Now we are on a daily time frame. You can see they actually did come and touch down here, right? So with that said, we want to wait here. I waited patiently until I found a day that broke this high over here. You can see this was a consolidation, but look at the engulfment. This day explodes heavily. It explodes heavily. Now let's go to an hourly time frame where we're going to see all these things in a very simple manner. You can see in a video that I just posted, you can go and look at it. I use the strategy where we look at the low of the week, but this one also allows you to have swing trading opportunities, and I explained the dynamics of why I actually executed it here. But you can see it was at the low of the previous week, and then what did they do? Okay, fine, you can see, let's take the highs and the lows again. Simple thing, this day here made a high, this day made its high around here, and it eventually came and made its low over here. So this day broke to the downside, but nothing was given because we still understand we are at the lower part of the pattern. If they're gonna give a real break, let them go down, come and retest it later. Okay, we're not gonna make a decision just because of one small candle. Okay, likewise, this day makes its low over here, and then the following day makes its high over here. What do we now have? Wow. Now at the low, we have a day that has just violated the high. After violating the low, this means this day over here is now what? A failed break. Okay, exactly what I just showed you with the previous example, right? Exactly. So once we get a failed break, this one has trended. What opportunity are we waiting for? In the previous example I showed, we were waiting for what? We were waiting for a sell high opportunity, but this time around it's different. We are looking for what? We are now looking for a buy low. Okay, and as I said, these are two words. It has a low over here, so we want them to push prices low for us to do what? For us to buy. And if you look at what they did, okay, let's follow from here. They went up, they came down, they went up, they came down, and boom, they explode. What do you see? These are the characteristics of an uptrend. They never go up indefinitely. They go up, pullback. This pullback is pushing prices low so that they can get those who actually entered here impulsively, all right? And during the Forex news, because this is Euro USD, as you see, okay? So they came to get those who actually bought here impulsively. And then what happens later? They now pull back, push prices low, give us a rare track opportunity to go long, and this is exactly where I took a long position. You see, because most of the people are always saying, oh, it's hindsight. No, this is the setup I've been sharing on this channel for the longest time. And mind you, this was only a 13 pip stop for a move that went explosively all the way even up to 90 something points. You see, it's the easiest opportunity because actually I took it somewhere here. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. You saw this one by understanding what? The context. What are we in? Let me show you something else. Okay, when we come to GU, of course I had some of my analysis on it already for the long term, so you can see same thing. What are prices doing on a weekly time frame? They are consolidating. And let's go to a daily time frame now. A daily is just gonna amplify what we already understand. Okay, so for this one, if you want to understand, you can see as they were going down, they were doing something pretty much fascinating. They were going down, pulling back, going all the way down. Okay, and then if you look at this one, sorry, let me just change the color here to maximum blue so that it's visible. Okay, you can see this is what they did, and all of a sudden they came here and broke this structure here because this move came down and actually broke. Okay, and you can see now they broke the structure, so it doesn't matter which point you actually use from this one. You can see even here they broke structure if you were using this as the high. Okay, so for me, I realized that okay, they broke the high, and I was waiting patiently to see. Remember, I did take a sell here and I showed you in my recent videos. But now, how does prices move? They actually go down, pull back, and then they continue. So if it's an uptrend, how does it go? Obviously it goes up, breaks structure, pulls back, and that's how they go up. Okay, this is normal market behavior, you see. So I did realize that, oh, this thing has broken the structure, and as it was coming down, I wrote wait and see. Okay, And on a smaller time frame, this is where it told me that it has broken yesterday's high. Super important. Okay, and that's where it continued today. But at the other end of things, we have to decide which one to take. So today I took the euro instead, okay, because the euro still has even more space to the upside. This is already midway, but the euro is actually at the low of the rectangle, you see. And this, I wanted to see if this is going to be a real break or a stop hunt. That's why I actually wrote stop hunt, or let's just unlock it and pull it. Okay, you see, stop hunt or breakout. That's why I told you every time there's a break, you need to understand, is it a failed break or a real break? And guys, we can go on and on and on and on, but this is the easiest way to get swing opportunities. And this is very important because now you can see they were going down, and this is looking like a pullback, and you can see they gave a W. They tried to go down and then they actually went down, but look at what they gave. They gave a very big candle going down on a daily. This time around they gave a doji and a super big one. So today they pull back to give a buy low opportunity, because it's always important, if you're going to be getting a buy low opportunity, you must like, let me show you. Yesterday, of course, they broke the high, okay, and today they went, I mean, they broke the high of this day yesterday, which rendered this last day breakdown as a failed break, and then they went high. Today they pushed prices low, which is exactly what we want. And look at this, they give a W with a super big engulfment candle, and this move was gone. Fortunately, I had to choose one and I chose the euro. But at the end of the day, guys, it's as simple as it gets. I've given you a lot of information on this channel, okay, and all you need is patience. All you need is to master these things and be super patient. And for those who need a PDF format with all the setups that I take, it's in this book here. Just make sure you're gonna print it, master it, and always make sure to refer to it, because these setups are repeating every single time. And just to give you confluence of that, or confirmation of that, this channel has been sharing the same setup for the longest of time, and they keep repeating over and over and over again, and they will keep repeating over and over again. The question is, do you have time to master this? If yes, do you have the patience to wait until such things show up? And I mean, like, how easy would you want it? Just tell me, how easy would you want it if this is not the most easiest ways? Anyway, guys, I really appreciate it. Thank you.